Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever one it is for you, or should I say bonjour? Yes, we have been told that De Zerbi will be our manager now. He has got a 5-year contract, so let's talk about it. I think that a lot of people were saying, well, he doesn't want to come if we're going to get relegated. There's going to be a relegation clause. And apparently, from what I'm reading, there isn't a relegation clause. Some people have been saying there is, but most bigger accounts, more maybe reliable, if you would like, have been saying that there isn't actually a relegation clause, which is meaning that he wants to be at Tottenham for a longer time. He doesn't want to just jump ship if we do get relegated. Now, we'll have to wait and see if this is true, but of course, this is what is being reported. The type of football that he does play is exciting football. It's enjoyable football, and I'm seeing that a lot of people were wanting that, me included. I think that boring defensive type football is fine as long as you are winning, and if you're not winning with that kind of football, I just don't think it does well. It just don't do well. It's about winning, and if you're not winning, like I say, then that's never going to go down well with fans. The other thing I would say though is that he does normally take a little bit of time to implement his style. He has been seen that he has definitely improved when he does go to places. However, we've had players come out and say that he's quite complex with how he wants them to play, and that it did take a little while and it was quite confusing. But we've also had players come out and say how much they adored him, what a great manager he was. So there's been mixed reports when it comes to obviously his playing style compared to him as a manager, if you like. So like there's him as a manager, he's a great manager, people really enjoy him, but also it does take a bit of time and he can be a bit confusing. His language barrier, I think that he can speak pretty good English, and I think that he can speak Spanish, Italian, I can't remember what else I looked up, but yeah, he can speak multiple languages, so hopefully communication won't be an issue. He is a very, very fiery character. We've seen videos of him going absolutely crazy at players and throwing strops on the line. We've seen what he's like, obviously, in the Prem, what he was like. He was very temperamental. Now, this could be seen as a good thing because it could be that the players feed off of that. We could have clashes with somebody else who is a bit more fiery, aka Romero, or they could just get on really, really well. But that is definitely a temperament that's going to be interesting to see how it pans out with certain players. Maybe someone like a Jed Spence as well, I'm thinking. He's got a bit of a attitude in a way, the way he can be. And I wonder how he's going to respond to somebody like De Zerbi, who is, like I say, a little bit more in your face with his attitude. It will be a really interesting time at Tottenham to have him. The other thing he will say, he will back the team as well, as in he's always in the ear of the fourth official, which I think that's a good thing in a way, because do you know what? We haven't really had that, and somebody really backing us as a team and, trying to stick up for us. We've not really been ones to receive the rub of the green, let's say. So I don't know, like it could work both ways with him with that, I must say. Right, so we are going to get on to the Mason Greenwood thing. Yes, he had him in his team. Yes, he did come out and say that on the pitch and as a player, when he's training, he's a good guy. He's had no issues with him. Nothing I've read has said that he stuck up or spoke about anything that was an incident privately to do with Mason Greenwood. We've had the THST come out and say that they're representing fans, which actually a lot of people who are members have said, no, you did not ask us. And it's meant to represent the fans, I guess, as a whole. And I don't think that they've even asked anybody what they think or feel. And they put out this statement saying that they basically do not want De Zerbi because of the Mason Greenwood thing. I think this is absolute tosh. I think that, to put it politely, I just think that at the end of the day, that's nothing to do with De Zerbi. You can't be guilty by association. Then why are we not saying about Vinay? Why are we not saying about many other players and many other people associated with the club who have been reportedly done things or even charged? Like we had Lloris charged with drink driving, but they didn't step up then or say anything. I just don't know. Like I just feel like it's picking and choosing on what flight you're going to fight. You're going to try and stick up for. I don't know. Like I just it's not really something I think they should be involved in. Saying that they don't want him as a manager. I think that you're not speaking for all of us. You're not speaking for me anyway. And I'm sure there's many fans that believe the same thing. So I really don't know why they're coming out with this thing. I've always been very sceptical of them. If you know about me, about how I feel and spoken about this previously, you'll know that I'm not a very trusting of the trust. I've always said that they come across a bit preachy, a bit kind of self-righteous and like they're taking the moral high ground. Look at us, we're taking the moral high ground. And I don't really like that. I don't know, like it's a bit strange. As I say, they're meant to represent the fans and they do a good job with some things, but this particular thing, I think they should just keep their mouths shut, really, because I just don't think that it's acceptable to say that you're representing people when clearly you're not representing the people, and that is just your own personal views. And the fact they said, we're not going to games anymore. And, like, Tottenham are really going to be crying about that one, aren't they? So, yeah, I think that was a bit silly, if I'm honest. I really do. I think that was silly on their part. They made themselves look silly, and people have gone really against them. So I really don't know why they would really come out with something like that. In my opinion, it was daft. Now, will De Zerbi be able to keep us up? Now, I've always said all along that I think it's the players that need to keep us up because I think they have to fight for it, and I don't know if they were going to before. I think that they really do need to take a long, hard look at themselves about all this things that have been going on and take a bit of accountability and responsibility of them for themselves. Will De Zerbi come in and maybe have some effect? Possibly. He might come in and give them that little kind of extra little couple of percent to boost them up. But it does have to come mostly from within themselves. But will he keep us up? I think that we have got a chance with him. I think that he doesn't need to overcomplicate things at first. I think he needs to basically come in and just pick a few things out and do the basics with them. Pick a team that's playing players in their position and not make it too complex. And I think that will be just fine for now. And then implement more his style in the summer once he gets players out and players in. Because I think this is not the right time. We've got such a short period of time. So yes, I do think that if he does those things, that he will keep us up. I really do. The other question, of course, is will the ball give him what he wants? Who knows? They've not done it thus far. We know that they have a terrible record for that. I don't know if he would come in with reassurances and then they're just going to get broken, maybe like every other manager. But we'll have to wait and see. They're giving him a lot of money. And so I would like to think, you'd like to think, huh? Like, I'm just going to say, you never know. You like to think that might happen, but you never know. Because so far, we haven't had proof of this. So, I don't know. That I honestly can't say if they're going to do that. I think we do need to get a lot of players out. A lot of players need to get gone. And I think that will say a lot about him as a manager. If we see some of these players that maybe are more popular ones and they go because maybe he has actually put his foot down and said, I don't want them. And for me, they can go. I think if you don't want to be here, go. If the manager doesn't want you, cool. I'm not going to cry about any player going, if I'm honest. Because I'm quite, in a way, a bit ruthless like that. I don't want any player to be here who doesn't want to be here. And if a manager thinks that they're not putting on in the effort or can't play under his system, so be it. I think that we need to start buying players that suit a style and then just stick to that style with a manager that plays that style. Otherwise, we just keep chopping, changing. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So let's hope this is the start of something. Let's hope this is the start of something fresh, something new. I'm pleased that it is somebody fresh and new. I've always said that. I did not want to go back in the past and get somebody from the past. No names be mentioned. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think this could be hopefully something good, as long as De Zerbi gets to have what he wants. I think that he plays, like I say, very good football. I think we've seen that at Marseille and we've seen that at Brighton, what he can do. So I'm hoping that he is able to do that at Tottenham and bring us all a little bit more joy, because let's be honest, it has been atrocious this season. Atrocious football, just atrocious situations, and it has not got any better throughout the season when we thought maybe it might get better, and then it just does not. So with some players coming back as well, let's hope that we can stay up, we can get some new players in, some fresh faces, some fresh ideas, and do a bit better next season. Fingers crossed in the Premier League, because I do not want to get relegated at all. So let me know what you think. Take very good care of yourselves, and we'll speak again real soon.